What's good, everybody? It's your boy Agent P, aka Leonard Pinckney of the GLP, here to give you guys your Nuggets talk recap of the Brooklyn Nets and the Denver Nuggets. Let's get right into the recap here. First quarter, 6:34 mark. It's 15-14 Denver. Both teams ended up shooting well in this stretch, 64% to Denver, and the Nets were at 67%, so nobody was missing. Jamal Murray started out hot, was 4 for 5 early, 9 points. Nuggets took a 4-point lead at the 3:25 mark. Really nice drive to the basket, a Euro step dunk from P. Watt. We talk about him a lot in this one. After one, it was 28-22 Denver. Nuggets shot 54% for the quarter. Brooklyn was at 42%. Second quarter, Nuggets only with 5-point lead here, 9:05 mark. It was just a bunch of misses from the both bench units. It looked kind of ugly here. But then at the 3:51 mark, Denver started to stretch out the lead a bit here. It was 43-32, and at the half, Denver was up 52-39. Their defense played really well. Season high in terms of points allowed for a half, only 39 allowed to Brooklyn. Brooklyn only shot 37% from the field. They forced 9 turnovers from the Nets. I felt like the lead honestly should have been higher for Denver. They missed a lot of easy shots. They only shot 42% from the field overall, but you can't really complain with that defense playing at such a high level. Jokic was at 10, 7, and 6 at the half. Murray had 14 on 6 and 12 shooting. Third quarter, at the 7:28 mark, Denver was up 64-52. Brooklyn made up a point. The Denver offense continued to hum. I noted that because right after, with my next note, this is when the game started to break open. 5 minutes later, Denver is up 22 points, 80-58. 16-6 run. Nuggets were just firing on all cylinders. And Jokic got his 10th triple-double of the year, 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists at this point. More on that triple-double later as well. After 3, Nuggets up 23, 90-67. It was a 38-28 quarter in the advantage of the Nuggets. Jokic up to 24, 15, and 10. Fourth quarter, reserves got to play the entire fourth, which was really nice. Young Nuggets came out hot to start the first half of the fourth quarter. 7:55 mark, it was 101-77. It was highlighted by a Christian Brown 3, a Julian Strawther 3, a 3 from P. Watt, and an and 1 from P. Watt. At the 6:08 mark, Denver's up 19, 103-84. And this was the Christian Brown yam. My boy rose up from like a couple, like a 7.5 from the free throw line, and boomed it on him. That's probably the Nuggets dunk of the year so far, Christian Brown. He always has them in him, and he always wants to go for him. So shout out to CB getting that moment. And the Nuggets were able to salt this one away, 124-101 for their 17th win of the year. They are now 17-9. Everyone's favorite topic. What did Jokic do tonight? 24, 15, and 10 for the big fella. Another triple-double, his 10th triple-double of the year. And this one is special because it breaks an NBA record. Another just feather in the cap for Big Serb. 24, 15, and 10, this triple-double, and his 10th triple-double of the year. He becomes the first player in NBA history to have 10-plus triple-doubles in 7 straight seasons. Incredible by this guy. I saw it online. People were like, oh, man, it's kind of surprising he's the first person to do this. I'm a little surprised by it, too, but then you think about it. It's like 10 double-digit triple-doubles for 7 straight years. That's incredible. You would have thought maybe, I guess, Oscar or Magic maybe would have done something like this, but no. Jokic is the first player to do it. He had that little stretch where he was shooting poorly from the field, and now we see the boy starting to kick it back up again. I was never concerned. The thing that was a little bit of a note in this one is that Jokic is looking to get fouled a little bit more. You can tell. It's not just he thinks that he's getting fouled, because he is, based on the way that he's playing. You can see him slightly foul hunting a little bit more here and there on certain possessions, not just looking to score like he usually does. He got 12 free throw attempts tonight. So shout out to Jokic for finding ways to try to. I think the NBA knows. I think there was a report today that the Nuggets are trying to have been in contact with the league to try to get Jokic more free throw attempts, because he is getting fouled all the time. So I'm glad that they were able to. Jokic was able to take advantage of that a little bit. And if he's being aggressive, obviously that's a big plus for Denver. And if he's getting the rightful free throw attempts that he deserves, we're talking about a guy who's going to be averaging 30, because there's no way people should be able to stop him. Finally getting some thing. Excuse me. Let me go back and do that again. Um, let's talk about Peyton Watson. So P. Watt had a career night, 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Great all-around game from him. Threw in a steal and 2 blocks for good measure. The 18 points was a career high for him. He looked very good going to the basket. I love the way he attacked the basket in this game. It wasn't just the same kind of finishes every time either. There was a really nice Euro dunk that I talked about in the first half where he took contact and then went up as the defender flew by. Had a couple nice finishes on the break. Had a really nice alley oop from Reggie Jackson in the third. So I really like the variety of finishes that he had around the rim. And he shot probably too many. He shot 5 threes, but he made 2 of them. So I mean, that's that's honestly as high as the ceiling as I see Peyton going when we're talking about him as a 3-point shooter. I don't think it's ever really going to come just based on like the way he shoots. But if you get him to 35 to 37%, especially in this day and age, taking 1 to 2 threes a night, I'll take that. So I and especially a night like this where you're kind of just letting the young guys figure it out and do what they need to do in the fourth. I'm not mad at it at all. So incredible all around performance from P. Watt. Obviously, the defense was there once again, 3 stocks to add to his total. The kid's, man, we talked about this kid starting to figure it out. It feels like the wheels are really starting to turn, man. He's slowing down. He's not at 110% all the time. He still is, but he's starting to find his spots a little bit better as the season goes on, and that's all you can really ask for from a rookie, right? This is essentially his rookie year. I know we played a couple games last year, but this is pretty much his rookie season. So I'm happy to see the growth, and that's all we can ask for is this guy to continue to grow within his role, and as long as he does what he needs to do for his team, he will be successful. So P. Watt, keep doing what you're doing, man. All of us in Nuggets Nation definitely appreciate it. The other topic I wanted to talk about was rest. And finally getting some back-to-back luck. Like the Nuggets have played the most back-to-backs of any team this year. They've already played 6. I talked about it in my last video, but they are actually 5-1 in the second night of back-to-back, so they've done just fine even with the rest disadvantage. But it was nice to be able to take advantage of it tonight. The Nuggets had they played Chicago on the second night of a back-to-back, but that was kind of even because the Nuggets also played on Monday night. But Brooklyn was coming off a back-to-back after they played Phoenix last night, and you can definitely tell the Nuggets had the rest advantage. Them coming into a back-to-back and having to play at altitude in Denver, that was going to keep Brooklyn at a disadvantage in this one, and the Nuggets definitely took advantage of that. So nice to see Denver take advantage of that. And rest is also the topic here because we got the rest of the starters. AG, MPJ, and Maul all played 23 minutes or under in this one, and Jokic only had to play 29, and he still found a way to get a triple double. So you get all that mixed together. It's a wonderful night here for the Denver Nuggets. Also shouting out the bench in general. Season high 53 points for them. So Reggie Jackson had 12. Strother and Brown didn't shoot well, and neither did Reggie, actually. No one really shot well, but everyone on the bench, except for, I think, Hunter Tyson, scored tonight. We even had Julian Pickett get a bucket. So it was nice to see the bench, for the majority of this game, doing what they were supposed to do, other than the second quarter stretch. I think they did exactly what they needed to do in this one. And it's nice to see that growth, right? We're talking about a team that obviously has back-to-back aspirations, and the starting five is solidified. No KCP tonight, but the starting five is solidified. We just need 2 or 3 of those players to go ahead and step up for us around playoff time when we really need it. And you can see the wheels starting to turn for some of these young guys. I already trust Christian Brown, so if you get P. Watt to get up to speed, we're really starting to cook here. And then you have Reggie Jackson if he's able to continue his deep play. Those are your 8 guys right there. And then we'll kind of start to figure out how we're going to work the big man, the backup big minutes, and something you probably try to address at the trade deadline. But I'm very happy with what the Nuggets are doing, how the bench is looking, how everything's looking right now. Obviously, after a win, it's all, what is it, candy and rainbows or whatever. But it's nice to see the growth. I'm happy to see it. And this is a great win for the Nuggets. Now they get another day off, so nice here. And it's they get a 3-game homestand here. It's been a while since the Nuggets. I don't think they've had a 3-game homestand since October. So it's nice that they get this chance to be at home for a little bit. The stretch is going to be nice here because they're going to go on the road after this homestand, and then they're at home in Denver before Christmas, a little bit before Christmas, all the way through the new year. So I think that was a nice little nod in the schedule from the NBA to the Nuggets saying, hey, you're the defending champions. We're going to go ahead and let you guys be at home for the holidays. So that's really nice. Hopefully Denver can continue to keep this up. They moved to 17-9 on the year, and they will be playing a big game Saturday where they play the Oklahoma City Thunder. Denver crushed OKC the last time they played them in OKC. I expect them to do the same here at home, but I think OKC is going to have a lot more to say about it. I don't think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to go over in the first half against us this time. So OKC is going to want to get their lick back pretty much. But I think Denver, as long as they play poised, they should be able to take out this team again. They improved their record to 10-1 at home. So shout out to the Nuggets there. Thank you guys for listening to the Nuggets Talk Recap. I'm your host, Leonard Pinckney, once again, and I will see you next time.